Now kita nak tengok what are the benefit or uses of the strength of GDP, of GDP. So GDP is common tool used by various, I think most of the countries lah. Why? Because the first one, it can be used to measure economic growth of a country from time to time. So every year kita tahu economic growth for the country. Kedua, to measure living standard is on per capita GDP from time to time. Maksudnya, kita boleh tengok ukur standard of living of people live in the country by looking at per capita. Per capita ni adalah pendapatan GDP itu kita bahagikan dengan total population. Kita akan dapat pendapatan on average. Secara purata pendapatan seorang individu di dalam negara itu berapa. Jadi kita boleh tengok standard of living lah. And then to be used for future planning of all government policy lah. Maksudnya bila kita tengok GDP, kita tahu, oh okay, ekonomi tengah berkembang. Then what will be the policy? Ataupun bila berlakunya inflation, apa akan berlaku? Harga barang naik mendadak, apa polisi yang government boleh buat? And then kalau berlakunya masalah recession, kegawatan ekonomi, apa polisi yang government perlu buat? Itu adalah maksudnya indikator ataupun dia akan memberikan planning kepada government. Kemudian to show contribution of producing sector in the economy. Maksudnya which sector, sama ada primary, secondary, tertiary, agriculture, manufacturing and also services sector, mana satu yang contribute much to the economy lah. And then to show income distribution in the country. Macam mana income distributed in the country, sama ada inequality, sama ada pendapatan daripada, maksudnya pendapatan daripada rich and poor tu, gap dia macam mana, tinggi ataupun jurang mereka, pendapatan antara poor people and rich people itu jurang dia sama ada besar atau tidak. To allow for comparison of economic growth and living standard among nations. Okay, itu adalah kebaikan GDP. Sebab tu kebanyakan negara menggunakan GDP sebagai indikator untuk memastikan, untuk melihat economic progressing ataupun economic condition in the country. Tetapi GDP ni ada weaknesses. GDP fails to consider non-monetary transaction, externalities and depletion of natural resources, and market efficiency. So ketiga-tiga benda ataupun ketiga-tiga faktor ini tidak dapat dikira ataupun tidak dinilai dalam GDP. Kita tengok satu, failure to include non-monetary transaction. Okay, so some transaction di dalam ekonomi ataupun di dalam sesebuah negara itu are actually not go through market transaction. Contohnya macam voluntary work ataupun mereka hanya bercucuk tanam ataupun orang pertanian yang orang lakukan itu hanya untuk makan sendiri sahaja, personal consumption sahaja, bukan untuk dijual. And then social relation, donations and so on, itu semua adalah non-monetary transaction yang tidak cater by GDP, yang tidak dikira dalam GDP. Okay, so some of these goods are environmental services. Contohnya apa? Nature-based recreation, waste assimilation, absorption by rivers, and carbon sequestration, capture, and life support function of the forest. These are actually not being traded in the market, tapi kita actually perlu juga take into consideration. Okay, kedua, failure to consider externalities and depletion of natural resources. So externality ini adalah lebihan, macam kita belajar last class, lebihan ataupun residuals of the economic activity itu sendiri. Jadi dia ada positive dan negative externalities. Okay, so kalaulah negative externality, dia merupakan cost kepada negara ataupun kita panggil negative externalities. So it is adverse unintentional effect from the economic development. Contohnya crime, because of crime, police investigation, expenditure on security, and then police investigation tu dia memerlukan cost, kemudian repair cost and so on, itu merupakan negative externality. Ataupun kita kata berlakunya damage, environmental damage due to the production of goods and services due to the industrialization. So ini semua adalah negative externality yang menyebabkan cost kepada ekonomi tetapi tidak diambil kira di dalam GDP. Okay? traditional GDP lah ya maksudnya. And then what about benefit from positive externalities pula? Ya, benefit ataupun positive externalities ini dia ada indirect benefit lah ya. So these positive externality are indirect benefit gained by society from economic activity. Tak semestinya economic activity menyebabkan negatif saja, tetapi dia banyak menyebabkan positif juga ya. Contohnya restoration works in forest area, recycling efforts improve the environmental in the long run. So recycling activities kita masuk ke dalam GDP yang biasa yang kita belajar tadi. Tak ada kan? Then this kind of activities is actually give benefit to the economy tetapi tidak dikira dalam traditional GDP. So itu kita kata failure to traditional GDP to count ataupun cater this kind of activities. Okay, failure to represent market efficiency. Alright, so efficiency ni, economic efficiency can be divided into two, allocative efficiency and productive efficiency. Okay, so what is allocative efficiency? Allocative efficiency maksudnya allocating resources where they are most needed or demanded. So kita allocate resources itu di tempat yang sangat diperlukan. Okay, so in order for firm to continue making profit in business, firms will normally produce what is demanded by society. Thus, there is more towards allocative efficiency when firm produce more goods as indicated by GDP. Yes, kita tahu firm akan produce the most demanded. And of course, dia akan menggunakan resources lah yang sepatutnya seperti apa yang GDP dah calculate itu. Tetapi, however, not all goods and services produced bring profit to the firm. Betul tak? Tak semestinya firm tu dapat profit saja untuk barang yang dihasilkan. In the context of public goods, firm may not be willing to produce these goods even though they are needed by the society. Thus, in the situation, GDP is not an indication of economic efficiency. Contohnya public goods, kita ambil kira ke efficiency GDP dalam untuk public goods. Kita tak ambil kira, allocative efficiency itu tidak diambil kira sepenuhnya. Sebab kita tak semestinya katakan, firm saja. Kita tak boleh ambil macam tu sebab ada juga public goods ini tidak produced by the firm sebab dia tidak mendatangkan keuntungan. So macam mana dia dah terlepas untuk mengira GDP di situ. Kemudian productive efficiency. Productive efficiency means attempting to maximize output when inputs are given or determined, or minimizing costs when output are given, predetermined. Maksudnya kat sini dia nak maximize output apabila inputs ada dan dia akan minimize cost apabila output tu tersedia. Right, so economic growth means producing more outputs. Betul? Produce more output itu adalah economic growth. Outputs are produced by various sectors. And most sectors in the economy are not perfectly competitive in nature. Sekiranya kita kena tahu bahawa setiap barang yang dihasilkan tidaklah nature dia bukan perfectly competitive. Dia tak semestinya firm itu dia punya competition tu tinggi. Ada firm yang monopoli, ada firm yang tidak banyak sangat competition, ada firm yang terlalu banyak competition, ada firm yang tidak ada competition langsung. So in this case, okay, macam kita kalau firm itu banyak competition perfectly competitive, firm dia akan cuba untuk produce lowest cost sebab dia nak to control the price lah. Dia tak nak market yang control harga 100%. Sebab nanti dia akan rugi. Okay. However, an improved economic may also indicate an effort towards productive efficiency. In order for a firm to sustain further growth, it will need to make effort to reduce costs. Maksudnya dia perlu make effort to reduce costs. GDP does not ensure productive efficiency. Sebab macam saya kata tadi, kita tak boleh pukul rata, semua firm ni memang perfectly competitive. Maksudnya semua firm competition dia tinggi dan dia akan minimize cost. Tidak. Ada juga firm yang tidak mempunyai competition yang tinggi dan actually normal GDP fails to actually cater this kind of thing. Dan terakhir sekali, failure to indicate changes in various facets various aspects of quality of life or well-being. Quality of life memang tidak termasuk langsung di dalam GDP yang biasa atau yang tradisional. Apa yang kita belajar tadi, output approach, expenditure approach, income approach, semuanya ada value, betul? Semuanya ada harga, semuanya ada value. Ada tak sebut pasal quality of life, well-being and so on? Tak ada. Yeah? Right, so what is quality of life? Quality of life refers to the standard or expectation of a good life in a society. Yeah, so it is in terms of quality, dia bukan quantity. Yeah, it is subjective concept that defines a standard level of emotional, physical, material, and social well-being. Material well-being can be measured through the increase in income, expenditure, and consumption of goods and services, as well as improvement in the economy, lower production costs, better technology, higher employment of labor. Tetapi other dimensions which is quality of life may not be as transparent as material well-being. Material well-being bermaksud increase in economic growth, increase in GDP, increase in output, reduce costs and so on. Kita boleh kira dalam quantity, quantity. Tetapi quality ini kita boleh measure, kita tak boleh measure dan kita tidak kira di dalam GDP yang biasa. Contohnya macam decrease in health level from air pollution. And then reduce happiness due to the increase in stress, noise, kita kata mental illness. GDP does not consider leisure time. Sebab kalau nak banyak income, kita punya leisure time akan kurang, betul? Jadi dia tak measure that thing. And then quality of product, sometimes quality of product ni kadang-kadang kita produce banyak tapi dengan cepat, tetapi quality tu tak ada sebab kita nak cepat. Kita nak meet the demand dan kita produce cepat-cepat banyak-banyak sebab nak meet the demand, then value of the goods drop. And then it does not also consider distribution of income among population. Distribution of income tu maksudnya homeless, people who don't have enough money to buy food and so on. Ini semua tak dikira di dalam GDP. Jadi because of this quality of life ataupun quality well-being is actually ignored, then kita kata GDP yang normal ataupun GDP yang traditional itu adalah tidak begitu efektif ataupun tidak begitu komprehensif.